Hey guys, Cameron with CBM Reviews here, and this is the review of Titans Episode 9, Hank and Dawn. This is, of course, a reprieve to Episode 2, Hawk and Dove, which we actually revisit the two characters, and this is all about backstory. As far as this Titans episode goes, I'm not going to give you really any spoilers, but I'm also going to tell you some important nuggets. This does take place directly after the events of episode 8, which was Donna Troy. However, this episode only has pretty much two characters that you need to know about, and that's Hank and Dawn. You don't see Robin, you don't see Starfire, you don't see Beast Boy, and I would say you don't see Raven, but you kind of do. Just not physically. Before I start on this episode review, if you enjoy this kind of thing, episode reviews, comic book movie reviews, trailer reactions, that sort of thing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you want to see exactly when I post stuff, click that notification bell and you'll be notified every single time I post a video. But essentially, what this does is it goes into the backstory of each character by themselves, and then of course the backstories converge, and it kind of tells how they got into what they got into. And even though I wasn't the hugest fan of some of the aspects, like I wasn't a fan of a specific fight that happens because it seems like it happened so spontaneously and it went from 0 to 60 without any kind of natural flow, and I just felt like that didn't feel, it felt artificial. So there's that, and then there's some other things that happen later on in the episode where I feel like there was a character that made a rather dumb decision. But like I said, I'm not going to ruin this for you. What I will say is that going into the backstory of both of these characters, you get a little bit more meat and potatoes about what they're really about, which is something you do not get in episode 2. In episode 2, you're introduced to the characters, you get to see a little bit of a backstory about how they used to interact with Robin, and then you see them get wrecked on a roof. This is not the case. This shows, this actually talks about the original Hawk and Dove, and it's his brother, and then with Dawn, it talks about the relationship that she has with her mother, and then there's something that happens that I'm not spoiling, and they eventually kind of come together. Something I wasn't expecting was the nudity scene. There's nudity. You get to see some butt, and you get to see some silhouette, and so there's that. I don't know how I feel about it. Not that I'm against nudity, but they definitely had the softcore music on. That cheesed it up a little bit more. I would have rather not had the softcore music. You guys know what I mean. You understand what I'm talking. Thank you. That it wasn't exactly that, but it's similar to that. Overall, as much as I don't like Hawk and Dove as characters, this episode was really good at defining who they are, why they are, and how they came to be. Was it my favorite episode? No. But it's only because I really don't care that much about the characters Hawk and Dove, but this made me want to care a little bit more than what I did care before, and that's pretty much what you want to get. The people that don't know or don't care, get them to know and get them to care. The people who already know, get them to be more invested, or get them to, be able to point at others and say, see, I told you. So this episode does what it needed to do, and because it was written by Jeff Johns, I'm not surprised. The episode hits on some very heavy topics that are even uncomfortable to talk about at times. I'll put it this way, Chris Hansen could have made a cameo in this. There's one thing I do want to say that I feel like if I don't say it, it's an incomplete video. So if you want to stay spoiler free, I'll see you guys later. If you are here for this little, yeah, so apparently Titans is having this thing to where it's like, Did you remember this character before? They're coming back. Throughout the episode, Raven has been reaching out to Hank and Dove while they're going through their flashbacks because of their either drunken or comatose state. And she finally reaches Dawn, and Dawn's like, we have to contact Jason Todd. And I'm like, oh, snaps. And then he says, who's Jason Todd? And I was like, oh yeah, they only know Dick Grayson as Robin. So that is my review of Titans, Hank and Dawn. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. You enjoyed this video? Hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with all your friends. And as always, this is Cameron with ZBM Reviews. We'll see you next time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nice catch.
7 years of gymnastics, dance, and jiu-jitsu.
The system sucks, Hank. We can do this.
How can Dove? You and your brother.
Neighborhood needs help.
It's not fair that it wasn't anyone's fault.